Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. All praises be to Allah and peace be upon to His beloved messenger. Hoping you to be in good spirits and wishing you a very bright and refulgent future. My dear students, today is 17th September 2020. This is Sadia Kuyum back again, your history teacher in Government High School Hanga Mawar, with today's lecture. As you know, we are discussing the 7th chapter of social science, namely India, climate, vegetation and wildlife. Today we will discuss about the wildlife of India. Coming on to wildlife, let us talk about a variety of species of animals and a large variety of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, insects and worms which dwell in the forests. As you know, the national animal is tiger and the national bird of India is peacock. India is the home to numerous wildlife which is endemic to specific regions. For example, Gir forests in Gujarat is the home of lions. Then you have Assam, which is known for one-horned rhinos and elephants. You have camels and wild asses, which are found in deserts. Wildlife is found in Rann of Kutch. You have wild goats and snow leopards, which are found in Himalayas. And then there are certain endemic species which are native to specific regions and some species which are on the verge of extinction, or I would say rather endangered. As a result, the first week of October is celebrated as Wildlife Week to create awareness among people and students at different levels how to protect and conserve wildlife situations. So, Project Tiger and Project Elephant are two such programs that has been released to understand or conserve wildlife. India is also home to numerous migratory birds. Migratory birds means those birds which are coming from some other countries. For example, let us talk about Siberian cranes. Siberian cranes come here in the month of December from Siberia. And the basic reason attributed this Siberia during the winter months become extremely cold. As a result, the Siberian cranes has to migrate to a warmer place to find shelter, and those birds which migrate from one place to another or which move from one place to another or based on the seasonal variations are known as migratory birds. Some common examples of migratory birds are pelican, Siberian crane, stork, flamingo, curlew and pintail ducks. With this, we cover the 7th chapter. Coming on to the questions portion. First of all, we will answer the following questions. A part, which winds bring rainfall in India? Why is it so important? Answer, the southwest monsoon winds bring rainfall in India. It is important because agriculture in India is dependent on the rainfall. A good amount of rainfall brings bountiful and adequate crops. B part, name the different seasons in India. Answer, the different seasons in India are winter occurring from December to February, summer or pre-monsoon season lasting from March to May, monsoon or rainy season lasting from June to September, post-monsoon or autumn season lasting from October to November. C part, what is natural vegetation? Answer, it refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without interference or help from human beings. D part, name the different types of vegetation found in India. The different types of vegetation found in India are tropical evergreen forests, tropical deciduous forests, tropical thorn forests and scrubs, mountain forests, mangrove forests. E part, what is the difference between evergreen forests and deciduous forests? Evergreen forests and deciduous forests. Under evergreen forests, point number one is evergreen forests are also known as rainforests. Point number two, these forests grow in the areas where there is abundant sunshine and rainfall. Point number three, these forests are so dense that sunlight does not reach the ground. Deciduous forests. Under deciduous forests, point number one, deciduous forests are also known as monsoon forests. Point number two, these forests grow in the area which receive annual rainfall between 200 to 70 centimeter. Point number three, these forests are not so dense. Part F, why is tropical rainforest also called evergreen forest? Answer, tropical rainforests are also called evergreen forest because many species of trees are found in these forests which shed their leaves at different times of the year. As a result, they always appear green and are called evergreen forests. Question number 2 of the chapter, tick the correct answers. The world's highest rainfall occurs in Mawsynram. B part, mangrove forests can thrive in saline water. C part, mahogany and rosewood are found in, its answer is tropical evergreen forests. D part, wild goat and snow leopards are found in, its answer is Himalayan region. E part, during the southwest monsoon period, the moisture laden winds blow from, its answer is C to land. Question number 3, fill in the blanks. A part, hot and dry winds known as in the blank Lu blow during the day in the summers. B part, the states of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu receive a great amount of rainfall during the season of autumn. C part, dash forests in Gujarat is the home of dash. In the dash it is Gir and Asiatic loins. D part, dash is a well-known species of mangrove forests. In the blank it is Sundari. E part, deciduous forests are also called monsoon forests. With this we complete the today's lecture and the chapter number 7th. Tomorrow inshallah we will take up a next chapter. Till then, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.